An Iranian-made Shahed 136 drone, notably used by Russia to repeatedly bomb Ukrainian cities, used by Iran to attack Israel and ships in the Red Sea. That weapon is now for the first time in the United States, and CNN's Oren Lieberman got a close look.
One of Iran's most prolific weapons coming together on American soil, a complete Shahed 136.
This is the warhead.
That's the warhead.
Capable of carrying a 100-pound warhead more than 1,000 miles. The one-way attack drone came to the U.S. by Poland from the Ukrainian battlefield.
They're an indiscriminate terror weapon, innocent women, children, infrastructure that's hit.
The Shahed 136 and the smaller Shahed 131 are perhaps Iran's most ubiquitous weapon. They have proliferated in Ukraine, where Russia has terrorized the population with these drones, repeatedly striking civilian infrastructure.
Yes, contact!
Many are intercepted, but not all. Iran has used their Shahed drones to attack shipping in the Middle East, oil facilities in Saudi Arabia, and a direct attack on Israel back in April.
Do you have this here to advocate for a direct attack on Iran?
No, look, we have always been the sanctions people. We have been really the architects, really of maximum pressure before maximum pressure was even fashionable.
What's the red line where you go from advocating sanctions and maximum pressure to advocating strikes?
I think you have to keep all options on the table. And when they attack and they harm or threaten to harm Americans and our allies, I think we have to be prepared to strike those IRGC targets.
We've seen these before, but not in the United States. The organization United Against Nuclear Iran brought this one to CPAC, a right-wing political conference where a hawkish message on Tehran will find a friendly target.
Here's a piece of that Iranian drone.
This spectacle reminiscent of the one from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in 2018.
Mr. Zarif, do you recognize this? You should. It's yours.
Announcing today.
Months later, President Donald Trump withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal in his first term. Now, Netanyahu is openly pushing for more.
Israel has dealt a mighty blow to Iran's terror axis. Under the strong leadership of President Trump, I have no doubt that we can and will finish the job.
U.S. intelligence agencies warn the Trump administration that Israel will likely attempt to strike Iran's nuclear facilities this year, according to sources familiar with the assessments. But Trump has openly signaled a desire to end wars, not start them.
You can't allow them to have a nuclear weapon, but there's two ways of stopping them, with bombs or with a written piece of paper. And I'd much rather do a deal that's not going to hurt them.
Jake, it's not just a problem of a deadly weapon. It's also a cheap deadly weapon. About $100,000 to put together one of these, give or take. To shoot it down requires missiles that can cost $1 million or more, so it very quickly becomes an economic or financial problem as well to handle these drones that are mass-produced by Iran and Russia.